Hello again, my friend. It is good to have you here, as the world outside falls quiet and settles into the deep hush of night. Tonight, I want to take your imagination on a very special journey, a 10-year voyage across the solar system, all while your body rests safely wrapped in the comfort of your bed. So go ahead and find a position that feels just right. Let your head sink softly into the pillow. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears and take one slow, calming breath. Let us begin. Over the next little while, I will share the story of the Voyager probes and their grand tour, one gentle fact at a time. You do not need to remember any of it. If sleep comes drifting in to find you, that is a perfectly lovely outcome. If these peaceful moments help you unwind, consider subscribing, and I will be here with a quiet voice whenever you need one. Now, let us begin properly. Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 each carried a golden record, a shimmering disk of gold-plated copper, designed not as a tool but as a peaceful greeting from our world to any cosmic travelers who might one day find it. Etched into its grooves are sounds from Earth, the whisper of wind through tall grass, the delicate patter of rain, and the murmur of human voices offering simple hellos in 55 different languages. This tiny capsule of human culture slipped silently into the void, carrying no map and no demands, just a snapshot of who we were. Picture it now, still spinning through the starlit darkness, a quiet invitation from a small planet, patiently waiting for an ear that may never listen. Voyager 2 remains the only spacecraft to have ever visited Neptune, the farthest planet from our Sun. In 1989, this small robotic explorer drifted past the deep blue world, peering at a place no human eye had seen so closely. It revealed a soft, sapphire-hued atmosphere with gentle cloud bands and winds that glide silently across a frozen landscape of gas and ice. For a few fleeting hours, our instruments captured the details of that remote azure realm before the little ship sailed onward, leaving Neptune suspended like a solitary blue jewel in the endless dark. The entire grand tour was only possible because of a rare celestial alignment, a quiet choreography that occurs just once every 176 years. During that narrow window, the outer planets lined up in a graceful arc, allowing each probe to use the gravity of one world to tenderly sling itself toward the next. This technique, called a gravity assist, let them drift effortlessly from Jupiter to Saturn, then on to Uranus, and finally Neptune, like a stone skipping across a calm cosmic pond. Without this fleeting geometry, the decade-long journey would have been impossible, a beautiful trick of orbital mechanics that the universe offered only for a moment. Upon reaching Jupiter in 1979, Voyager 1 made a quiet but profound discovery. Looking closely at the giant planet, it spotted a faint, glowing ring of dust encircling it, a gossamer halo that no one had expected to find. Before that moment, rings were thought to belong only to Saturn, but this glimpse showed us something gentler, that rings might be a common, peaceful feature of giant worlds. Even now, that delicate ring orbits Jupiter, a barely visible whisper of debris, a reminder that the universe often hides its loveliest secrets in plain sight. To survive the freezing darkness of deep space, the probes rely on something called radioisotope thermoelectric generators. Inside these devices, the soft warmth of decaying plutonium is converted into a steady, quiet hum of electricity, no louder than a thought. This gentle heat, with no moving parts and no sound, has kept the instruments awake and functioning for over 40 years. It is a tiny, persistent heartbeat of power in the immense night, a light that refuses to go out, allowing these distant messengers to keep whispering their faint signals back to a waiting Earth. The Voyager 1 spacecraft has gracefully crossed the heliopause, that last gentle barrier where our sun's influence becomes a mere whisper. It now resides in interstellar space, a calm and velvet realm between the stars. In this profound silence, it drifts without rush, cradled by the subtle pressure of ancient light from distant nebulae. The solar wind, once a familiar companion, is left far behind in the warm, bustling neighborhood of our sun. Now, a soft cosmic breeze carries it onward through the tranquil ocean of the Milky Way. This tiny golden vessel is humanity's first ambassador to the infinite quiet, a solitary point of light sailing into eternity. As the Voyager probes approached the ringed giant Saturn, They revealed a tapestry of exquisite complexity in its encircling bands. The rings appeared as intricate braids of light, woven by invisible gravitational hands into softly undulating patterns. They are not solid structures but vast swarms of countless icy fragments, some as small as grains of sand, others like drifting mountains. When sunlight catches these frozen particles, it transforms the rings into a shimmering veil, sparkling with a diamond-like luminescence against the velvet black of space. This ethereal beauty glows with a serene, otherworldly light, a silent sonnet of ice and gentle motion around the pastel planet. It is a quiet spectacle of nature, a celestial jewelry box left open in the dark, inviting our minds to wonder at its delicate creation. Each Voyager carries a small, golden plaque, a quiet message etched into its very being. This plaque maps Earth's location using a constellation of pulsars, those rapidly spinning neutron stars that blink like cosmic lighthouses in the vast dark. These celestial beacons form a quiet map, their steady pulses creating a navigational grid for any curious observer who might find this drifting artifact. The pulsars pulse with a rhythm so precise they could guide a lost traveler across the eons and the light years. This golden emblem is a gentle invitation, a whisper from one world to another, pointing the way back to our warm, blue home. It sits silently on the craft, a hopeful seed planted in the infinite garden of the Milky Way. The distance between the Voyagers and our Earth has grown so immense that a simple signal takes many hours to traverse this ocean of nothingness. These messages are faint whispers in the vacuum, slowly crawling across billions of miles of starlit space. They carry precious cargo, data and images, gentle echoes from a machine that left home long ago. Each pulse of radio light is a quiet heartbeat, a lonely conversation in the profound silence. Receiving these signals feels like straining to hear a lullaby from the far shore of a dark, calm sea. They remind us that even across this staggering void, a slender thread of connection still binds us together, a delicate lifeline made of pure starlight. As the Voyagers continue their eternal journey, they move with a steady rhythmic grace, a silent waltz through the dark room of the cosmos. They are drifting slowly away from everything familiar, from the warm sun and the blue earth, into the quiet, endless ocean of the Milky Way. Their path is a gentle, unceasing arc, carrying them deeper into the galaxy's peaceful embrace. There is no rush in their voyage, just a calm progression into the velvety unknown. They sail on solar winds that are now memories, propelled by nothing but their own momentum and the soft tug of distant stars. This is their gentle farewell, a slow dissolve into the tranquil vastness, becoming stardust stories for the universe to keep. Imagine two small spacecraft, launched from a pale blue dot, beginning an endless journey into the cosmic ocean. The Voyager probes carry with them a message of peace, etched onto a shimmering golden record. This time capsule holds the gentle sounds of our world, the whisper of wind through autumn trees, the soft patter of rain on a quiet roof, and heartfelt greetings in 55 languages. It is designed to drift through the silence of space for billions of years, a quiet ambassador waiting to be found by some distant intelligence. Think of this golden artifact, a tiny dot in the immense darkness, holding the tender heart of humanity. And so these travelers ventured further, and in 2012, Voyager 1 became the first human-made object to slip into interstellar space. It glided beyond the warm embrace of our sun's solar wind into a cool, dark void between the stars. Here, the sun is merely a bright point of light among many, a soft, distant glimmer, a fading memory of home. Every mile it travels carries it deeper into a silence so profound, it seems to whisper the secrets of the cosmos. This lone pioneer inscribes our existence into the fabric of the galaxy with each quiet passage, a testament to our curiosity and our longing to explore. As Voyager swept past the giant Jupiter, it revealed a secret hidden for millennia. A faint, glowing ring of dust encircled the gas giant, a delicate halo shimmering in the filtered sunlight. This ethereal ring, thin as a translucent ribbon, floats in the vastness of the outer solar system, unnoticed by earlier telescopes. It is quiet and subtle, like a strand of spider silk spun around a colossus. Imagine looking up to see this gentle band of cosmic dust, softly illuminated against the black backdrop of space, a discovery so fragile yet profound, reminding us that even the mightiest worlds wear delicate ornaments, hidden treasures waiting to be found. Moving onward to ringed Saturn, the probes witnessed a phantom-like phenomenon. Within the golden bands of ice and rock, dark streaks appeared and vanished like drifting clouds. These spokes created a gentle, rhythmic dance, a quiet ballet choreographed by unseen forces, perhaps magnetic fields or levitating dust. Picture these shadows softly materializing and fading, as if the rings themselves are breathing. This celestial spectacle unfolds continuously, a silent poem written in the language of light and shadow, a delicate interplay that has fascinated astronomers with its mysterious grace. And furthest of all, where the sun is merely a distant lantern, Voyager 2 approached the deep blue world of Neptune. This lone spacecraft captured the midnight blue hues of its atmosphere, a color that speaks of an endless ocean of gas. It also observed the soft, pale glow of thin rings, so faint they are like ghosts barely visible against the cosmos. Imagine this solitary traveler gazing upon a world cloaked in azure darkness, the images sent back like a lullaby from the edge of our system. They show us that even in the profound cold and distance, there is a serene elegance, a quiet beauty in the most remote corners of our solar system, waiting to be admired in the endless night. These Voyager probes, these quiet wanderers, continue their eternal drift through the cosmos. They remind us that curiosity is a form of peace, a gentle reaching out across the void. With each passing year, they carry our hopes and our whispers further into the unknown, a lullaby of humanity sung to the stars. As we imagine their silent progress, we are invited to wonder about the deep universe where every glimmer might be a story waiting to unfold, a quiet secret held in the cool, dark velvet of space. And perhaps one day someone will find our golden message and know that we dreamed of connection in the vast, serene night. The Voyager probes harness a gentle and ingenious method known as a gravity assist. As they draw near a planet, their trajectory bends subtly around its gravitational embrace, borrowing a trace of its orbital energy. This silent exchange boosts their speed, allowing them to coast from one world to the next without expending fuel. It is a delicate celestial waltz, where the planet's quiet pull acts as an invisible catapult. The spacecraft curves through space like a drifting feather, guided by unseen hands. This technique transforms a simple flyby into a graceful journey, carrying them deeper into the cosmic sea. Each encounter is a moment of perfect choreography, a slow and beautiful acceleration into the unknown. At the core of each Voyager probe lies a remarkable power source, a radioisotope thermoelectric generator. It functions not with combustion, but with the steady decay of plutonium, releasing a constant and gentle heat. This warm glow is converted into the electricity that breathes life into the spacecraft's systems. It is a slow, reliable heartbeat, pulsing with energy for over 4 decades. In the immense cold of deep space, this internal warmth keeps the instruments alive, allowing them to record faint cosmic phenomena. The data they gather is sent back as soft whispers, traveling across billions of miles to reach our eager ears. Even as the heat dims with time, it remains a quiet testament to human ingenuity, glowing like a distant ember in the abyss. When Voyager 2 glided past Uranus, it unveiled secrets of this distant ice-blue giant. The spacecraft discovered 10 new moons, each a tiny worldlet orbiting in the cold. It also detected 2 new rings, so faint they were invisible from Earth. Uranus itself is a peculiar planet, rotating on its side as if it has tumbled over. This tilt gives it a soft, rolling appearance in space, drifting through the void like a serene, celestial sphere. The new moons are dark and silent, dancing around their parent planet in slow processions. The rings are delicate, composed of dusty particles that glimmer faintly in the distant sunlight. This quiet revelation added depth to our understanding of the outer solar system's gentle mysteries. Aboard each Voyager rests a unique artifact, the Golden Record, a cosmic time capsule carrying the sounds of Earth. Among its treasures is a carefully curated selection of music, from the intricate compositions of Bach to the heartfelt strains of traditional folk songs. These melodies were chosen to convey a sense of peace and harmony, a gentle offering to any distant listener who might find it. The record includes the laughter of children, the whisper of wind, and the songs of whales, but the music is its soul. It is a universal language, meant to transcend the boundaries of culture and time. As the Voyagers drift through the interstellar void, these melodies travel with them, a soft and hopeful lullaby for the cosmos. They are a reminder that even in the vast silence, we are sending a heartbeat of human creativity. Now, as the Voyagers drift ever further into interstellar space, their signals grow softer and fainter. To hear these distant whispers, we rely on the largest and most sensitive ears on Earth, the antennas of the Deep Space Network. These giant dishes cup the sky, catching the faintest pulses of information from billions of miles away. The data arrives like a slow, rhythmic heartbeat, a gentle tapping from the edge of the dark. Each breath of signal is a testament to the spacecraft's enduring journey. It feels like listening to a sleeping companion whose quiet presence reassures us as we wait. These fragile connections remind us of our longing to listen, to reach out, and to hear something beautiful come back from the silent sea of the cosmos. Hey, still drifting with the Voyagers? That's all right. You don't need to be anywhere but here. If you're still listening, I have more stories to share from the edge of the solar system. If you're enjoying this, a like helps guide other night owls here. In the quiet reaches of deep space, far beyond the warmth of the inner worlds, a small machine named Voyager 2 embarked on a journey that only comes once in a very long time. The planets had arranged themselves into a rare and graceful alignment, a cosmic dance that repeats just once every 176 years. Scientists called it the Grand Tour. This celestial geometry allowed the spacecraft to drift gently from one giant world to the next, using the soft pull of each planet's gravity to carry it forward, like a leaf floating along a slow, invisible river toward the next bend. As Voyager 2 approached the outermost blue giant, Neptune, in the year 1989, it sent back whispers of a world alive with motion. The probe discovered winds that are the strongest in our entire solar system, rushing silently across the azure atmosphere at 1,200 miles per hour. Imagine a current of air so powerful, yet so unseen, moving like a phantom river through the deep indigo haze of the furthest planet. There is no sound, no stormy roar, just a vast and peaceful sweep of motion across a frozen, distant sky. Meanwhile, out in a different direction, Voyager 1 had traveled even farther from home. Before shutting off its cameras to conserve power, it turned around to take one last photograph. From 6 billion kilometers away, the spacecraft captured an image that changed how we see ourselves. In that frame, our entire world appeared as a tiny, shimmering point of light, a pale blue dot suspended in a soft beam of sunlight. That image reminds us humbly that our home is a fragile speck adrift in the vast and quiet dark, a place of indescribable preciousness. Both of these wandering spacecraft carry a message from Earth, a golden record plated in copper, meant to speak for humanity if they are ever found. On these discs are the sounds of our existence, chosen to represent the essence of who we are. Listen, and you might hear the gentle laughter of children playing. You might catch the long, haunting songs of whales echoing through an imagined ocean. There are greetings spoken in 55 different languages, each voice a soft hello drifting peacefully through the silence between the stars. It is a love letter, quietly journeying forever outward. Voyager 2 also gave us our only intimate glimpse of the ice giant, Uranus. As it sailed past, the probe revealed a pale, aquamarine world tipped almost completely onto its side, rolling through space like a softly glowing ball. It observed the planet's thin, ethereal rings, shimmering delicately like threads of silver spinning around a pale turquoise marble. That fleeting encounter remains a gift, a single, dreamlike visit to a mysterious world that now sleeps again in the deep cold, waiting for another traveler to arrive. Deep in the quiet cold of space, where temperatures plunge close to absolute zero, the Voyager spacecraft carry a secret warmth. To survive the long, dark journey, NASA gave them radioisotope thermoelectric generators. These are like gentle hearts glowing faintly with the heat from decaying plutonium. As the material slowly breaks down, it releases a steady, comforting warmth. This heat is converted into a trickle of electricity, enough to keep all the instruments humming softly through the endless night. No sunlight is needed here, only this patient, inner glow that asks for nothing but time. The generators are silent companions, radiating a steady pulse of life, allowing Voyager to whisper its discoveries back to us. As Voyager 1 drifted past Jupiter, it witnessed something no one had seen before. A faint, translucent ring of dust circled the giant planet, hidden for eons in the shadows. These rings are not like the bright, icy bands of Saturn. They are made of fine particles, like a quiet, ghostly halo suspended in the darkness. For countless ages, this delicate ring remained unseen, a silent whisper around the massive planet. The dust floats there, undisturbed, as if dreaming. The particles are so fine they catch the light only at certain angles, like a breath of starlight made visible. Voyager's passing eye revealed this gentle mystery, a secret held in the stillness. Further on, near Saturn, the probes met a world veiled in mystery. Titan, a large moon, shone through a thick, golden-orange atmosphere. The spacecraft drifted through layers of haze, peering down at a surface where liquid methane pools in lakes. These lakes lie perfectly still, like frozen ponds under a winter sky, reflecting the dim sunlight. The golden haze wraps Titan like a soft blanket, hiding its secrets. Beneath, liquid methane rivers carve gentle valleys, and the lakes mirror the stillness of an eternal twilight. It is a quiet, alien landscape, where the air is heavy with organic compounds, and the silence is deep. Voyager hinted at this hidden world, a place of strange beauty, where the familiar becomes dreamlike. Then, in 2012, Voyager 1 crossed an invisible boundary. It left the warm breath of our sun behind, passing through the heliopause into the space between stars. This is interstellar space, a vast, velvet darkness untouched by solar winds. The spacecraft now glides through a place where the sun's light is just a distant memory, and the stars themselves are the only landmarks. Voyager 1 became the first human-made object to touch this realm, a pioneer in the truest sense. The sun's influence fades, and the craft sails into a calm, profound emptiness, carrying with it the faint heartbeat of Earth. It drifts onward, silent and steady, into the endless, gentle night. There is no rush, only a slow, graceful movement through the quiet cosmic sea. Even now, decades after they left Earth, the Voyagers continue to speak. They send back faint, rhythmic whispers of data, tiny pulses of information traveling across the vast void. These signals move at the speed of light, a soft digital heartbeat from the furthest edges of our cosmic neighborhood. They arrive as gentle ripples, captured by sensitive dishes on Earth, like a dream remembered upon waking. Each whisper is a reminder that these small spacecraft still journey on, their voices growing fainter but never fully silent. They are our far-flung messengers, singing a quiet lullaby from the dark, telling us of the places they have seen and the endless space ahead. Picture a shimmering golden record, spinning gently through the vast dark. It is a celestial time capsule, filled with sounds of wind and rain and greetings in 55 languages. The sounds of wind and rain are like whispers from Earth, carried on this tiny metal disc. It holds the murmur of a mother's voice, the crackle of a fire, and the rhythm of waves on a distant shore. All these pieces of life drift together in the dark. This gilded disc carries the essence of humanity, drifting peacefully through the silence of space. The gentle curve of its surface reflects starlight as it travels on an endless journey. It waits there in the quiet for any curious beings who might find it. The record holds pieces of our world, frozen in time, a message from a small blue planet. And as the record drifts on, Voyager 1 continues its own silent voyage. In August 2012, it became the first human-made object to enter interstellar space. It crossed a gentle, invisible boundary called the heliopause, where the sun's influence fades away. In that endless night, the spacecraft moves at a serene pace, surrounded by the whispers of ancient light. Every moment takes it deeper into the cosmic silence, a lone traveler in an ocean of stars. Now it glides through the quiet void between stars, far beyond the warm reach of our own sun. The spacecraft carries its memories of Earth into a realm of perpetual night, where the light of our star is just a faint sparkle. Before it left the solar system, Voyager 1 had other wonders to witness. During its visit to Saturn, it discovered a small, unexpected moon. This moon was named Prometheus, and it gently shepherds the narrow F-ring. The F-ring glimmers with a delicate light as Prometheus passes by, leaving gentle ripples in its wake. It is a silent ballet at the edge of Saturn's grand display, a performance that only the stars can watch. Prometheus dances in a delicate orbit, nudging the ring's particles into a soft, undulating wave. It is a quiet custodian of Saturn's rings, moving with a subtle rhythm that shapes the glittering arcs. Such discoveries were made possible by a rare celestial event. The probes utilized a planetary alignment that occurs only once every 176 years. For a brief moment in cosmic time, the planets aligned like jewels on a string, and the probes seized that chance. They sailed from one world to the next, carried by the gentle push of gravity's embrace. This allowed them to hop from one planet to another using gravity in a graceful celestial choreography. The craft floated effortlessly from Jupiter to Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, as if guided by an unseen hand. It was a dance of worlds, perfectly timed across the ages. And while Voyager 1 journeyed outward, its twin Voyager 2 visited the ice giants. It is the only spacecraft to have ever drifted through the pale blue and turquoise atmospheres of Uranus and Neptune. Uranus glowed in soft cyan, while Neptune appeared as a deep, sleepy blue. The clouds there move with a slow, breathing motion, as if the planet itself is dreaming. It captured the serene sight of Neptune's high-altitude clouds, which flow like soft, ghostly ribbons across the planet. These worlds are shrouded in a quiet, frozen beauty, far from the warmth of the sun. Voyager 2 returned with images of gentle colors, painting a dreamscape of the outer solar system. While passing Jupiter, the spacecraft revealed a gentle mystery. The Great Red Spot is not a solid surface. Instead, it is a swirling atmospheric dance of crimson clouds. These ancient storms have rotated slowly for centuries, cradled by the immense gravity of the gas giant. This storm breathes in the deep silence of space. It moves without hurry, a soft and eternal ballet of light and shadow, a dream that never wakes, turning forever in the calm. Carried within the golden record is a quiet treasure, the recording of a human heartbeat, steady and true, and the soft, tender sound of a mother's kiss upon her child. These intimate sounds were chosen to convey the warmth of biological life. Now they float through the velvet darkness, untouched by time. They are a serene offering, a whisper of love drifting between the stars. A peaceful bridge from our world to the unknown. To endure the deep cold of space, the Voyagers carry a hidden fire. Their radioisotope thermoelectric generators glow with a soft, steady warmth. This gentle energy is like a tender heartbeat in the dark. It allows the ships to keep humming along in the eternal nighttime of the outer solar system. This quiet, constant glow is a companion on the journey, a soothing presence against the frigid dark, sending warmth through the silent craft. At Neptune, Voyager 2 found a wandering cloud. It drifted peacefully across the southern hemisphere. This pale, ghostly mist moved in a slow and rhythmic cycle. It mirrored the quiet solitude of the furthest planet. There was no rush, no urgency in its path, just a peaceful meander through the blue twilight, a soft breath in the planet's atmosphere, resting gently in the stillness, a calm, solitary dance at the edge of the solar system. Imagine the speed of these ships, over 38,000 miles per hour, fast enough to circle the Earth in moments. Yet in the vastness of space, they move in a silent, seamless glide. They drift through the star-dusted expanse like seeds on the wind. Behind them, they leave a faint, fading trail of signals. These signals whisper back to Earth from the deep dark. A gentle murmur, a lullaby of data, growing softer each day, a fading echo of a dream, reaching back home. In the quiet year of 1989, a small human creation named Voyager 2 approached the distant planet Neptune. It was a delicate dance, a gravity-assisted waltz across the cosmic void, a choreography of physics that allowed the spacecraft to glide effortlessly through the darkness. This was the first and only time we have ever visited the furthest known planet in our solar system. The images Voyager sent back revealed a deep, cobalt blue atmosphere, a tranquil ocean of color where white clouds drift peacefully across the horizon. It was a serene portrait of a place so far away, a moment frozen and carried through the cosmos, a gentle reminder of our longing to explore. The planet appeared as a peaceful blue gem in the blackness, quiet and eternal. Each Voyager probe carries a shimmering golden record, a quiet and beautiful monument to human existence on this tiny world. This gold-plated copper disc holds the intimate sounds of our home, the whispers of wind, the gentle fall of rain, and the voices of people speaking greetings in 55 different languages. It floats through space as a timeless message, a gentle hello from a small, warm planet to any distant civilization that might one day find it. The record is a lullaby of Earth, carrying our dreams and our hello into the endless and peaceful night of the cosmos. It is a fragile testament to who we are, etched in gold and silence, traveling forever through the stars. These sounds are a gentle embrace of our planet, sent out into the void. In the year 2012, Voyager 1 reached a quiet and profound boundary, a place where the sun's warm breath finally meets the cool wind of the galaxy. It crossed the heliopause and entered the vast, silent expanse of interstellar space. This small probe is now the most distant human-made object, drifting further into the velvet dark than anything ever built from our world. It travels alone through the profound stillness between the stars, a solitary messenger carrying a whisper of our existence into the infinite night. No other creation has journeyed so far, and it continues on, a silent wanderer in the immense quiet. We listen for its faint signal, a heartbeat from the frontier. During its graceful flyby of Saturn, Voyager 1 turned its instruments toward the moon Titan, a world veiled in mystery. It discovered a thick, hazy atmosphere of orange clouds, a soft and gentle veil hiding its secrets from our eager eyes. Titan is the only moon in our solar system with a substantial atmosphere, making it a place of quiet and profound mystery. Beneath that hazy orange sky, hidden from our direct view, lie lakes of liquid methane, still and mirror-like in the dim and distant light of the sun. It is a surreal and dreamy world, suspended in the cold depths of space, dreaming of things we can only imagine. Voyager's glimpse of Titan was like a dream half-remembered, hazy and beautiful. The Voyager probes were guided by a rare and beautiful celestial alignment, a grand tour that occurs only once every 176 years. This alignment allowed the spacecraft to glide from one planet to the next, using the gentle force of gravity to pull them forward through the solar system. It was a delicate and efficient dance, conserving their precious fuel and extending their journey into the unknown. The planets themselves, in their slow cosmic march, offered a helping hand to these small travelers and guided them on their way. It was a moment of perfect harmony, a choreography of worlds that allowed our messages to sail into the deep dark. And so the probe sailed on, carried by the rhythm of the spheres. Voyager 2 journeyed to the outer reaches and gave us our first true glimpse of Uranus. It appeared as a pale aquamarine sphere, smooth and serene against the vast darkness of space. The planet rests on its side, tilted with a quiet grace, as if it is peacefully reclining while it orbits the distant sun. This unusual angle was a discovery that brought a sense of gentle wonder to our understanding of the solar system. It is a vision that lingers, a soft blue jewel in the endless night, sleeping silently in the cosmic expanse. Carried aboard is the golden record, a message protected by a heavy aluminum jacket and a gold-plated cover. This shield is designed to withstand the quiet cold of space for billions of years. On its cover there is a map, a celestial map that points to Earth using the positions of 14 pulsars. These pulsars act like cosmic lighthouses, their beams a guide across the vast, dark sea of the galaxy. The record itself holds the sounds of our planet, a whisper from home, encased in this gentle, enduring vessel, waiting in the silence. It is a beacon of humanity's presence, floating through the interstellar night, and it will drift there, perhaps forever, a quiet testament to our existence. To power these long voyages, each spacecraft is equipped with radioisotope thermoelectric generators. These devices provide a steady, warm glow of energy, enduring the cold vacuum. They allow the probes to whisper their data back to Earth from billions of miles away. This faint signal is like a soft heartbeat, a constant pulse of light and sound in the emptiness. The energy flows slowly, a gentle current that keeps the connection alive, however faint, across the great distance. It is a marvel of care, a warmth that defies the icy dark, sustaining the mission year after year. And with each beat, it sends a message, a tiny echo of discovery, through the silent cosmos. This persistent glow is a small star in the probe's heart, guiding its endless journey. It is a whisper of hope, a light that will not fade for decades to come. The Voyager missions revealed that Saturn's rings are far more intricate than we ever dreamed. They are composed of thousands of thin, floating ribbons of ice and dust. These ribbons shimmer softly as they catch the distant light of the sun, reflecting it in a delicate dance. Each ring is a vast tapestry of particles, stretching out in a halo around the giant planet. It is a sight of sublime beauty, a quiet spectacle in the deep, dark sky. The rings seem to breathe with a slow, ethereal rhythm, a celestial ballet frozen in time, and Voyager captured this moment, this shimmering revelation, for our dreaming eyes. It changed how we see the outer worlds, adding a layer of gentle complexity to the darkness. Now, we know Saturn as a world wrapped in a whispering veil of light. Now, as the probes drift ever further into the interstellar deep, their signals grow faint. They become a very soft, rhythmic hum, a lullaby from the edge of our solar system. To catch this whisper, we use the largest, most sensitive antennas on Earth. Each bit of data now takes hours to travel through the peaceful void. It is a journey of patience, where information creeps slowly, gently, across billions of miles, reaching our ears like a quiet echo from a distant shore. And we listen, with quiet attention, for this faint song of the cosmos. The hum is a reminder of the vastness that surrounds us, a peaceful sea of silence and time. In that hum, we hear the probe's enduring spirit, still speaking after all these years. It is a connection that lingers, a thread of light in the immense dark. Drifting with the Voyagers, you've traveled so far tonight. Let your thoughts dissolve into the quiet. I'll keep speaking softly, weaving a thread of stars for your rest. Imagine a quiet message drifting through space, a golden record, shimmering disk of copper and gold, carried by two tiny spacecraft. This record holds the whispers of our world, greetings in over 50 languages, from ancient tongues to modern voices. It's a peaceful offering, soft murmurs from every corner of Earth. Woven into its grooves are the tender sounds of our planet, the gentle rhythm of rain on leaves, the distant singing of birds at dawn. All of this floats now, a serene lullaby from humanity to the cosmos, a dreamlike greeting in the endless night. It drifts on, patient and calm, a silent ambassador carrying the essence of home. In the deep reaches of our solar system, a world of serene blue rests in the shadows. This is Neptune, the furthest planet from our sun. Only one explorer from Earth has ever paid a quiet visit. In August 1989, Voyager 2 sailed past this distant giant like a dream moving through the night. It discovered faint rings, ethereal and shimmering, barely visible against the darkness, and it found a moon named Triton, a frozen sphere that breathes icy plumes into the black velvet of space. Each plume is a soft sigh, a gentle exhalation from a sleeping world. Triton's icy geysers rise slowly, painting faint streaks in the void, a quiet breath in the deep cold. In the immense silence of deep space, where temperatures plunge below freezing, a gentle warmth persists. The Voyager spacecraft carry a secret source of heat, a quiet heart that beats with the energy of decaying plutonium. These are radioisotope thermoelectric generators, which convert that soft thermal glow into a steady stream of electricity. It's a tender, unwavering light that powers their journey. This warmth allows the probes to remain awake, their sensors softly listening, even in the most profound darkness. This tiny furnace never rests, radiating a steady comfort as they voyage through the freezing shadows. It's like a steady heartbeat in the cold, a reminder of the fires that once burned on Earth. For a long time, we believed that rings were a gift only for Saturn. But in the quiet journey past Jupiter, Voyager 1 found something wonderful. It glimpsed a thin, ethereal ring of dust encircling the massive planet. This ring is like a delicate veil, a shimmering whisper that floats in the darkness. It showed us that other worlds can also wear these soft, quiet halos. They are not bold or bright, but rather gentle, floating crescents that spin silently through the void. Now, we imagine Jupiter with its own subtle crown, a faint ring of stardust that glimmers softly in the sun's distant light. This quiet ring dances around Jupiter, a soft secret hidden for ages. The grand voyage of Voyager was made possible by a serene cosmic event. Once every 176 years, the planets arrange themselves in a rare alignment. This celestial choreography opens a quiet pathway across the solar system. The spacecraft could then use gravity assists, softly swinging from one planet to the next. Each swing was a gentle handoff, a peaceful boost of momentum that carried them forward. It was like a calm river current, guiding them deeper into the dark, where the outer planets sleep in their silent orbits. This alignment was a gift of time, a fleeting moment that allowed a dream to unfold, sending two tiny messengers on a long, tranquil journey. In 1986, Voyager 2 glided past Uranus, revealing a planet that drifts through space on its side. Its tilt is a quiet mystery, a gentle roll in the darkness, as if the planet is softly dreaming. The spacecraft sent back images of a pale cyan atmosphere, a soft glowing marble suspended in the infinite night, and its faint rings and moons appeared like quiet companions in the dark. This tranquil color comes from methane absorbing red light, leaving only these serene blues and greens. The sight was a moment of pure stillness, a calm discovery that floats in our memories like a distant, peaceful cloud. It reminds us of the quiet beauty that exists beyond our world, waiting in the deep. From a distance of 6 billion kilometers, Voyager 1 turned and captured the pale blue dot. In that image, Earth is a tiny fragile speck of light, swimming in a vast sea of darkness. This perspective washes over us with a quiet stillness, reminding us of our home's place in the drifting ocean of the galaxy. It is a humbling view, where all our stories and moments are held within that single, pale point. That little dot is our only home, floating silently in the endless cosmic night. This image is a gentle meditation on our existence, a soft reminder to cherish this world. It whispers to us of unity and fragility, a gentle lullaby from the depths of space. Both Voyagers carry a digital map of our solar system, etched with the distant pulses of 14 quasars. These quasars are steady beacons, shining across time and space, to guide any future traveler back to our sun. The warm golden light of our star is like a lighthouse in the cosmic dark, softly beckoning homeward. This map is a silent invitation, a path through the quiet night for those who might one day find these drifting vessels. It is a message of hope, floating through the interstellar stillness, a connection between today and unknown tomorrows. The probes carry this map like a precious gift, waiting to be uncovered in the endless calm. The Voyagers have now crossed the heliopause, the invisible boundary where the sun's breath fades into the void. Here, the solar wind gently stills, and the spacecraft enter the interstellar medium. This is a quiet region between the stars, where the silence is absolute and unbroken. It is a realm of deep calm, far from the familiar hum of our solar system. They drift through the serene sea like leaves on an eternal breeze, surrounded by the soft darkness of the galaxy. In this place, time itself seems to slow, and the probes float in a dreamlike state, exploring the unknown. As the spacecraft drift further away, their signals grow softer and more faint. Each whisper of data takes hours to travel across the void to reach Earth. Every single pulse is like a distant echoing whisper from the farthest reaches of our cosmic neighborhood. These gentle signals are reminders of our enduring curiosity, stretching through the darkness. They are the quiet heartbeat of humanity, beating slowly in the infinite night. These whispers will one day fade completely, but for now, they are a peaceful lullaby from the edge of our understanding, a lasting connection to our distant explorers. Far out in the darkness, the Voyager probes carry a shimmering golden record. This timeless greeting to the universe is crafted from gold-plated copper, glowing softly. Inside this quiet capsule, you can hear the sounds of wind and rain, and greetings in 55 different languages. It drifts as a peaceful testament to humanity, a gentle whisper in the silence. Let yourself imagine it, floating there, carrying our humble message across the stars. These sounds are like a lullaby for the cosmos. The wind brushes through leaves, the rain taps on a quiet roof. Voices from every corner of Earth say hello, softly, one after another. All of this is etched onto a disk that will outlast us, riding on a small probe through the endless night. During its graceful approach to Jupiter, Voyager 1 discovered a faint, delicate ring. This ring had remained hidden from view for eons, a thin ribbon of dust. It drifts softly around the giant planet, reflecting a gentle glow. In the deep velvet of space, it is like a quiet secret revealed. Picture it, slowly circling, a pale halo in the darkness. This dust is so fine, so subtle, that it barely disturbs the silence. It shimmers in the faint sunlight, a ghostly arch that has been there since the planets were young. The probe saw it first, a momentary glimpse of something eternal. Now we know it is there, forever drifting, a soft companion to the great stormy world. The spacecraft utilized a rare celestial alignment. This alignment occurs only once every 176 years. It allowed the probes to glide from one planet to the next in a rhythmic harmony. They drifted effortlessly through the outer solar system using a method called gravity assist. It is like a dance among the worlds, a gentle push from unseen hands. The planets lined up in a way that let the probes surf from one to another. Each encounter gave them a soft boost, a nudge into deeper space. Without this cosmic choreography, the journey would have taken much longer. But the universe opened a path, a fleeting window of alignment. Now, the probes ride that wave, still coasting outward, so far from home. At Saturn, the probes drifted past the moon Titan. They discovered a thick, golden haze of nitrogen and methane. This mysterious atmosphere wraps the moon in a warm, opaque blanket. It hides a world of liquid lakes and frozen shores. Imagine a place where the sky is orange and the rain is made of methane. This blanket is so dense that it obscures the surface from view. But beneath it lies a landscape both familiar and alien. There are rivers and seas, but they flow with liquid hydrocarbons. The ground is frozen solid, with mountains of ice. It is a place of quiet mystery, where the atmosphere is a golden veil preserving its secret world.
Voyager 2 remains the only silent traveler to ever visit Neptune. It ventured to the farthest of the major planets. The probe captured deep, midnight blue hues of the world's atmosphere. Winds glide swiftly across a frozen, sapphire surface. It is a place of serene, cold beauty, where the light is dim and distant. Neptune is so far away that the sun appears as just a bright star. Yet its atmosphere is alive with motion, with winds that whisper at unimaginable speeds. The spacecraft saw it all, a fleeting moment of observation. Since then, no other eyes have seen it up close. It remains a solitary sentinel, a memory of that brief encounter in the deep dark.
Deep within the heart of each Voyager probe, a small and enduring warmth glows softly against the surrounding cold. This heat comes from the quiet decay of plutonium, transformed by gentle thermoelectric generators into a steady stream of electricity. It is not a flame, but a subtle radiance that keeps the instruments humming through the endless freezing void. Picture this internal light, a tiny pocket of warmth traveling through the absolute zero of space. It is a reminder that even in the most distant places, a small source of energy can persist, carrying the mission forward year after year in the silent sea of night. As one of these silent travelers drifted past Uranus, it glimpsed a world of pale turquoise, tilted mysteriously on its side. This distant planet rolls through the stars like a peaceful, dreaming sphere, its surface a soft blend of blue and green. Around it, 10 delicate moons sway in quiet orbits, their faces unseen and gentle. 2 thin dark rings encircle the planet, subtle as charcoal sketches against the cosmic backdrop. The entire scene is one of serene beauty, a slow and graceful dance in the outer reaches of our sun's domain, inviting a deep and restful calm. Voyager 1 has now crossed a threshold unimaginably far from home. It sails within the interstellar medium, the quiet space between the stars where the sun's warm breath finally fades into stillness. This is the vast, silent ocean of galactic plasma, and our tiny craft is the first human-made object to float here. There are no winds, no waves, only a profound and endless peace. The journey has taken decades, and now it moves through a region where even silence feels like a soft melody. It drifts in a realm where time stretches infinitely, a lone emissary in a sea of starlight, carrying a whisper of Earth into the deep night. Each Voyager probe carries a quiet message, etched delicately into its golden cover. It is a map of our cosmic address, showing the position of our sun relative to 14 distant pulsars. These pulsars are like lighthouses in the galactic night, their rhythmic pulses a steady guide for any traveler who might find this drifting craft. The map is a gentle beacon, an offer of connection across the unknown. It speaks without words, a silent hope that somewhere, someone might see this star and know where to find us, floating in the vast and quiet dark. The signals sent back to Earth from these lonely Voyagers travel across the immense darkness at the speed of light. It takes many hours for these soft whispers of data to arrive, drifting across billions of miles. They are like fleeting memories crossing a boundless ocean, connecting us to our distant emissaries in the far reaches of space. Each signal is a thread of light, a faint pulse that reminds us they are still out there, humming softly in the silence. Imagine them so faint by the time they reach us, yet carrying stories of icy moons in ancient starlight. These gentle voices from the void keep our bond alive, a tender link across the ages and the stars. Close your eyes and feel the deep, vast stillness of space. Imagine the Voyager probes drifting on a path that appears only once in a lifetime of lifetimes. It was a rare celestial alignment, a grand tour that comes every 176 years. They glided from one planet to the next, cradled by the soft, silent pull of gravity. No rush, no sound, just a gentle floating through the warm embrace of giant worlds. Each pass was a quiet sigh, pushing them deeper into the dark, gaining speed without ever firing an engine. The solar system opened its arms, and they drifted peacefully, like leaves on a cosmic breeze. Far, far away, past all the known worlds, Voyager 1 turned its cameras back towards us. From 6 billion kilometers, a distance so vast it numbs the mind, it captured a single image of Earth. Our home became a pale blue dot, a tiny, soft glimmer of light suspended in the velvet void of space. This quiet portrait is a humbling reminder of our shared existence. We are all drifting together on this speck of dust, floating in a vast and silent cosmic ocean. The darkness around that dot is endless, swallowing all light. But within that small blue point lies all the warmth and love and life we have ever known. Listen gently now, for each probe carries a treasure. A shimmering golden disk, the golden record, is etched with the sounds of our world. It holds the whisper of wind through rustling leaves, the soft patter of rain on still waters, and greetings spoken in 55 different languages. These are warm whispers from Earth, crafted as a peaceful greeting to any distant civilizations that might find them. Floating through the dark, this timeless capsule of human warmth drifts like a message in a bottle across an infinite sea. It carries the soft hum of laughter, the murmur of songs, a gentle pulse that speaks of us, frozen in the void. During its quiet journey, Voyager 1 skimmed past Jupiter and discovered something delicate and unexpected. A thin, shimmering ring of dust and ice encircles the giant planet, a ghostly halo that whispers of ancient times. This subtle remainder is from the birth of our solar system, a memory of creation held in frozen stillness. It is barely there, a faint shimmer in the immense shadow of Jupiter, but it holds the secrets of how the planets came to be. This fragile ring rests in the darkness, a soft, spectral breath from the deep past. Voyager 2 ventured even further, alone, to Neptune. It is the only spacecraft to have ever visited this furthest official planet, reaching it in 1989. There, it found a world of deep, serene azure blue, where the atmosphere is calm and endlessly cold. High above, gentle clouds drift in an eternal freezing chill, moving with a slow, patient grace that has lasted for eons. This quiet final frontier orbits in the fading light of our sun, a place of profound stillness where the darkness of interstellar space begins to creep in. From Neptune, our sun is just a bright star, and the warmth of our home is a distant, fading memory. Here at the edge, all is quiet, all is still, as the probe drifts into the eternal night. At the very edge of our solar system, the probes encountered the heliopause, a quiet boundary where the solar wind from our sun softly meets the interstellar medium. Crossing this threshold in 2012 and 2018, the spacecraft drifted into the silent, starlit waters of interstellar space. This vast, still ocean holds no shore, only the deep, steady hum of the cosmos. The transition was seamless, like slipping into a deeper dream, where the sun's warm breath fades into the cool, velvety night between the stars. Now, they sail in the profound calm, carried by the gentle currents of the galaxy. Deep within each probe, a quiet, radiant decay of plutonium-238 transforms into a warm, steady flow of electricity. These radioisotope thermoelectric generators are like a soft, enduring heartbeat, glowing with a gentle warmth in the profound cold of the outer void. This slow, constant energy allows the spacecraft to hum with life even as they travel through the darkest, most silent reaches of space. The warmth is subtle, like the glow of an ember in a frozen night, powering the instruments that send whispers back to Earth. It is a lifeline of heat and light, a soft pulse that defies the absolute zero around it. Voyager 2 revealed that Neptune possesses a strange wandering great dark spot, a swirling vortex of clouds that drifts across the planet's surface. These deep blue storms glide peacefully through the atmosphere, shaped by winds that are among the fastest in the solar system, yet they move with a serene, almost hypnotic grace. The spot is a gentle giant, a soft brushstroke of shadow on the azure canvas of Neptune, shifting and dancing in the quiet light. It whispers of mysteries in the outer planets, where the air is thick with tranquility and the skies are painted in shades of deep, calming blue. The spacecraft travel at an incredible speed of over 17 kilometers per second, yet they appear to be floating in a timeless stillness. They move through a vacuum so profound that their journey is a long, silent glide through a velvet expanse, where motion feels like a gentle, peaceful drift. In the deep black, there is no rush, no sound, only a soft progression through the starlit night. Each second, they cover a vast distance, but to our eyes, they are frozen in a serene slumber, sailing on the breath of the cosmos. This paradox of immense velocity and absolute calm is a lullaby of the universe. To ensure the probes could survive the journey, they were designed with an elegant simplicity, using a system of digital tapes and memory that have remained steady for over 4 decades. Their quiet, rhythmic pulse continues to send whispers of data back to Earth across the shimmering darkness, a soft, constant murmur from the edge of our knowledge. This design is a testament to endurance, a gentle architecture that hums with reliability, like a heart that never tires. Each faint signal is a thread connecting us to the void, a warm note in the cold silence, carrying the story of their voyage through the infinite night. Rest your eyes and let the quiet wrap around you. Far away, in the deep silence of space, 2 spacecraft drift on an endless voyage. They carry a shimmering, gold-plated disk, a golden record designed as a timeless message from Earth to the cosmos. This fragile artifact holds the soft susurrus of wind moving through autumn leaves, the gentle drumming of rain on a still pond, and the warmth of a human voice raised in song. Layered within are greetings murmured in 55 different languages, a quiet chorus of humanity floating through the velvet void. It is a breath of our world, a soft heartbeat cast into the infinite sea of stars, drifting peacefully in the interstellar night. During the late 1970s, a rare celestial alignment unfolded. A gentle arc of the outer planets that occurs only once every 176 years. This grand tour allowed the Voyager probes to lean on the tender pull of gravity, using one planet's force to softly glide toward the next. Imagine a leaf caught in a warm, slow current, carried effortlessly across a vast, dark pond. That is how these spacecraft moved, saving their precious fuel while drifting through the cosmic silence. In that deep quiet, they sailed from Jupiter to Saturn and beyond, cradled by the gentle physics of the universe. As Voyager 1 approached Saturn, it turned its gaze upon the planet's iconic rings. Up close, they revealed not a solid sheet, but a vast frozen mist of countless tiny fragments of ice and dust. Each shard catches the faint, pale light of the distant sun, shimmering in a weightless, silent ballet. Billions of these frozen sparkles dance in a delicate swirl, painting a soft, shimmering dream against the pitch-black canvas of space. It is a frozen lullaby, a quiet, icy waltz around the ringed giant, as delicate as frost on a windowpane. Farther in, the probes glimpsed Jupiter's moon Io, a marbled jewel from a distance. But beneath its colorful shell lies a volcanic heart, the most active world in our solar system. Warm rivers of sulfur and molten silicate rock flow like quiet, glowing veins across the surface. They paint a landscape of soft, pulsing yellows and deep, rusty reds, a vivid yet silent heat in the cold vacuum of space. It is a colorful dream in the deep sleep of the cosmos, where gentle flows of warmth shape a world of quiet, vibrant beauty. Then, at the edge of our sun's reach, Voyager 2 turned to Neptune, the sapphire blue giant. This distant world rests in the frozen twilight of the outer rim, where sunlight fades to a faint, soft glow. Deep indigo clouds streak its atmosphere, moved by silent, supersonic winds that drift through the cold, thin air. It is a peaceful, swirling azure marble, a lonely pearl in the vast cosmic dark. In that endless quiet, Neptune hangs like a gentle sigh, a final touch of color before the deep, silent unknown. As you drift towards sleep, remember these distant wanderers in the dark. They carry a piece of us, a soft echo of Earth, sailing forever through the quiet, star-filled sea. Good night, and let the gentle cosmos cradle you.
Deep within each Voyager spacecraft, a warm, steady heart beats. Not a heart of fire, but one of soft, constant decay. The gentle heat of plutonium quietly transforms into a stream of electricity, a subtle, unending pulse, a quiet breath of light. This tender energy has kept the probes humming through the cold void for over 4 decades, a soft, enduring song. It whispers through their circuits, a constant, gentle lullaby, a warm murmur in the frozen dark. This energy is a soft, steady flame, a quiet promise of warmth in the infinite cold. As they drift further and further from home, this slow pulse carries them on a current of steady peace, into the vast, silent night, a quiet drift into forever. From 6 billion kilometers away, Voyager 1 turned its gaze homeward and captured a single whisper of light in the void. That tiny, fragile speck is us, our entire world, a breath of warmth in the cold. Earth is a pale blue dot, suspended in a quiet beam of sun, a delicate jewel in the darkness. It reminds us of the profound stillness of the universe, the soft hush that holds everything. It shows us the fragile, tender nature of our small, floating home, a warm breath in the cold, vast sea of space. It is a vision of peace, a quiet mirror of our own fragility in the cosmic deep. A gentle gleam, a quiet hope in the velvet vastness, a silent promise in the deep. Voyager 2, alone, has ever visited Uranus, a pale turquoise giant that tilts on its side like a silent, spinning dream. This world glides through a serene, icy environment where everything is still, frozen in a gentle embrace, a kingdom of cool light. Everything here is hushed, wrapped in a soft, cool blanket of quiet ice and gentle shadow. The sun here is merely a distant, soft glow, a faint, warm memory in the velvet sky, a tender sigh. It is a realm of quiet ice and tender light, a place of deep, undisturbed peace hanging in the vast, cool dark, a lullaby of stillness. A deep, sleepful peace fills this realm. To survive the long, lonely journey, the probes were crafted with durable materials. Their skins tough and unyielding against the cold. They are built for the long night, their strength a quiet, unyielding grace. Their systems are built with a slow, rhythmic redundancy, each part a soft echo of another, ensuring a quiet, steady path, a tender, unbroken thread. The computers, though simple, guide them with patient grace, their circuits pulsing in a gentle, persistent rhythm, a soft heartbeat through the years. A steady rhythm guides them, a soft pulse of certainty in the immense dark. It is a soft, enduring hum, a quiet heartbeat in the deep, frozen dark, a whisper of life in the silence. Now, both Voyager probes have slipped into the interstellar medium, the quiet, cool space between the stars, a vast, calm ocean of dark. They are ambassadors of silence, drifting through the soft, unending quiet of the galaxy. They drift outward in a timeless slumber, their gentle signals fading into a soft hush, a memory of light, a fading, tender song. They carry the dreams and history of humanity, a tender cargo of hope into the eternal peace of the galactic void. It is a silent, endless voyage on a current of warm, steady grace, a forever journey into the quiet heart of the cosmos. This is their final, gentle mission, a perpetual sleep among the stars. A gold-plated copper disc, shimmering with sounds of wind, rain, and laughter, and adorned with musical compositions from diverse cultures, drifts as a peaceful greeting through the silent void. A rare celestial window, opening once in 176 years, allowed Voyager 2 to glide silently from Jupiter to Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune on gravity's gentle arc. Upon reaching Neptune in 1989, Voyager 2 found a deep blue hue and winds that whisper across the atmosphere, as Triton, a frozen moon, exhaled nitrogen geysers into the silent cold. In 1990, Voyager 1 turned its camera and captured a pale blue dot, Earth, a fragile speck of light suspended in the vast velvet darkness of eternal space. In 2012, Voyager 1 crossed into interstellar space, the first human emissary to drift in the quiet expanse between the stars, far from the sun's warm solar wind. A small warm heart of plutonium beats steady in the dark, turning silent heat into a trickle of light that breathes life into metal and wire. The great red spot is a single slow thought swirling across the face of Jupiter, a marbled canvas of cream and ochre dreaming its ancient dream. A faint, rhythmic pulse crosses the silent void for hours like a distant sigh, finally arriving at giant listening ears cupped toward the edge of night. A silver umbrella opens softly against the velvet shadows, a metallic flower holding a fragile thread of connection back to a pale blue harbor. Pulsars are etched as silent lighthouses into gold, a quiet address written in starlight, inviting any gentle wanderer back to the peaceful shore where the journey first stirred. And so our gentle wanderers drift on now, far beyond the rim of this quiet hour. Your thoughts have traveled with them across vast and silent spaces, and now it is time to let those thoughts settle like soft dust on a distant moon. If this small voyage helped you find your rest tonight, please leave a like so others might discover this peaceful harbor too. And if you subscribe, I will be right here waiting, a steady signal in the quiet, whenever you need to drift away again. The Voyagers carry their map homeward through the endless sea, and you carry yours in the quiet rhythm of your breath. Good night, sleep deeply, and know that even on the farthest shore, you are never truly lost. Rest now, the stars are watching over you.